And as a senator, as a representative of the Queensland and Australian people, I've got a right to ask for that information, and I want to know all the data on the genotoxicity of the modified mRNA vaccine, because people think that they're getting a spike protein that's equivalent to the virus, and they're not. It's been supercharged to produce spike proteins, and I think the public deserve to know that.
It's been modified to produce a stable product which will produce a good immune response.
That stays in the body longer, that increases its half-life.
There is no evidence for long-term persistence of the spike protein.
Okay.
There's a preclinical paper that just came out, and first author I believe is Roltgen, that has demonstrated the messenger RNA is physically in the human body in lymph nodes for months. For months. So to have safety observed for 2 months in a registrational trial, but have the product physically be in the body, the foreign product, which is the nucleoside analog caps, and the RNA, for beyond the duration of safety, is extraordinarily concerning.
There is no evidence for long-term persistence of the spike protein.
Okay, there's no evidence because there hasn't been enough genotoxicity studies done in the human body.
Also publishes that the spike protein after vaccination is traveling in the body in what's called exosomes, or small phospholipid packets. Now we know the spike protein's on the move in the body independently, and he has a registry of people who've taken the vaccine, and he has the ability to detect the spike protein. And I asked Bruce the question, and it's in the recording, Bruce, what are you seeing? He's saying, I'm seeing the S1 and the S2 segment in vaccinated people for as long as I can observe them.
There is no evidence for long-term persistence of the spike protein.
Months. And I asked him, Bruce, how long is this spike protein going to stay in the body? His best estimate is certainly more than a year. The spike protein is in the brain. It's in the heart. It's
so we're not talking the antibodies to the spike protein. We are talking about the weapon of the virus, the dangerous, inflammatory, cytokine-inspiring,
blood clot promoting. It's the most.
It's all over the body.
Right. So I mean, you could take. Everyone understands this. Blood clots in the body are a bad thing.
Yeah.
The spike protein is incontrovertible. It causes blood clotting. Every single study shows that. It damages endothelial cells. I published papers with Zhang and colleagues demonstrating the spike protein damages endothelial cells. People have the hardest time figuring out, is it the virus with the spike protein, or the spike protein alone can it damage things? And once we started getting the preclinical papers saying, forget the nucleocapsid, just the spike protein alone, when we give that in models, does it damage cells? Does it cause blood clotting?
Right.
Does it damage the heart? The answer is yes. Independently, the spike protein is pathogenic.